And we'll see how that energy works its way into this reading. See how it all, works together. Right across the top in the general portion, the King of Pentacles, someone, I feel like, Taurus, I feel like you are very success driven. You're very money motivated. You want to build upon assets. Many of you want to own your own business, or you do already own your own business. You know, you own something that generates a substantial amount of income, revenue for your business. For those of you who are business owners, some of you may be in like have management positions, high paying management positions, but it's a very stabilizing, secure, wealthy energy. If you're not wealthy, you may be wealth driven, and the potential is there. So you're leading with your energy, a very strong, secure, masculine energy. This is good though. This is good. But right here in the middle, there's something bringing you anxiety, maybe even some depression, sleepless nights. Somebody may be having migraine headaches or just headaches in general, nightmares even. Somebody's worrying, something's got you worrying. It could be you or someone else, someone around you who is an air sign. Okay? You have air energy here, air energy, and this is your energy, earth energy. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is somebody else around you. This could be energy that you're embodying and projecting. Maybe you have air somewhere in your chart. But yeah, this is what's going on. Somebody's feeling this way. And you have the Six of Swords here, moving away from troubled waters, on to something better, getting away from it all, wanting to salvage something that's left from a situation, or that you select to take with you, namely family or someone else or other people. It doesn't necessarily have to be family, but it could be, part of me, this could be work related. This could be, this could be friends. This could be someone around you, partnership, whatever this means to you. But somebody's they're just tired. Somebody wants to get out of this, get out of something. Is this you wanting to get away from a situation, or does somebody want to get away from you or a situation with you? Somebody's making a decision to just go ahead and end it, because the Nine of Swords is almost at the end anyway. It's almost, it is like the end, and then the 10 is like completion. That's it. There's no more after that. And then something new starts over. But somebody's making a decision. You know what? No more. I'm done. I've had enough. I'm not even worrying anymore, really. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just not going through this anymore. I'm just making this decision and getting up, leaving. Yeah, that's what's going on here. And it's gonna mean different things for different people. This part is, it's pretty cut and dry. We'll see, what all of this means in a moment. Pretty cut and dry. Someone is ill. Someone is having some sort of sickness, maybe even need surgery, or maybe alternative treatment with like acupuncture or something like that. Somebody may be having some mental illness, mental issues, where you need rest, you need to recoup and kind of get yourself together. Yeah, somebody's maybe going through that, having some mental issues, and you need treatment. You need to kind of get yourself together and pull yourself out of bed, maybe make some movements, get out more often, get away more often. Somebody needs to get away and do like maybe some traveling or something. Get out of the bed, come out of your slump. Yeah, take a trip, maybe like a weekend trip away or something like that. All right. Over here in the love and relationship section, Justice and the Queen of Wands. I feel like someone has come into your life, or someone is already in your life that brings balance. And I've seen the justice card here with somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but whoever this person is in your life, it can be a man or a woman. You know, the Queen of Wands is just like an energy. It's like a feminine energy, the energy of someone who's very talkative, charismatic, good listener, a good friend, you know. But this person brings something positive to the table, has some sort of positive influence over your life, brings balance, brings justice, shows you, you know, how to get with what you want, you know, using your charisma, using your brain, using your charm, using your passion and ambition, because she can also be an entrepreneur, you know, with the wand energy, fire sign energy. This is a good feel, though. This is a good feel. For some of you who aren't like in a relationship, somebody may be single, and you may want to take on a new persona, or change something about yourself to become more fiery, more passionate, like maybe like alter something a little bit about your personality so that you can get more of what you want. Does that make sense? And somebody feels like, you know, you'll finally have your justice, you'll finally have your moment. When it comes to love, you'll finally have some luck if maybe you can spice it up a little bit. That may be something that's a message for somebody. Somebody needs to spice things up a little bit. Maybe do like a makeover, change something about yourself. And I shouldn't say change, I should say enhance. Bring out other aspects of you, because Taurus energy can be very grounded, very stable, you know, kind of set in your ways. You don't want to, you're not like big on change, you know. It's a very serious energy. And with the Queen of Wands, you may want to lighten up a little bit, use a little more charm, a little more seduction. You know, you may want to get out there and date a little bit. For those of you who are single, yeah, and you feel like doing something like this can get you what you want, can give you that balance you need, that justice that you need. You know, you feel, somebody feels justified for doing this. Okay? For some of you, this is like a sister that's around you. I don't know why I'm picking up sister, but like a sister or best friend who's in your corner, helping you in some way, influencing you in a positive way, influencing you to be the best that you can be so that you can get what you want. You know, you can have your just due and get what you want in your life when it comes to relationships. Okay? Over here with your career and finances, you have the Six of Swords and the King of Chalices, or the King of Cups. Taurus, again, this feels like escapism, like wanting to escape. But this is not you moving away from something. This is, well, actually, you are moving away from something. But this movement is towards the King of Cups. And that's like moving towards something that can bring you happiness, bring you joy, bring you emotional fulfillment in a career or in a business. Maybe you're considering taking a path of wanting to help people on a therapeutic level, because this could be like therapy for somebody. Somebody wants to do therapy. Maybe you want to change your career and specialize in some sort of therapist or psychiatrist or psychologist or something. Someone that helps people on an emotional level. Maybe even a teacher. Help people develop themselves, help people to like work on their issues. That may be the direction that you're leaning towards. For some of you, you want to see a therapist. You're making movements to see a therapist so you can heal emotionally, not just mentally but emotionally, because somebody's having some, like like I was saying, some mental health issues, or some maybe resulting from trauma or something like that, and you're seeking a therapist here, moving towards somebody that can help you on that level. And that's what I'm picking up. Let's clarify a couple of things here. Okay. Spirit, can you tell us why the Nine of Swords is here? Give me two cards for the Nine of Swords. We want to try and keep this as simple as possible. Two of Swords. I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords. Let's get to the bottom of the Nine of Swords. We want to know why Taurus is going through some, some anguish a bit here. And wanting to get away, wanting to escape it, just leave it behind. Ooh, pardon me. Feeling a little bit sleepy, you guys. There's a child here. Okay. Past has something to do with your child from the past, or your childhood. Give me one more card. This issue's regarding your past, childhood, going back to your childhood, or maybe your child, issue from the past with your child. And love. I'm going to put the rest of these down. I don't need all of these. This is it right here. Child, past, and love. Taurus, you're not feeling well, and you just want to get away and move past it. Well, there's a couple of things I'm picking up. Okay. Somebody's having some issues with their childhood. Okay. And maybe not feeling love. And it's like in your adult life, you're having to face this. Or, somebody's been reminiscing, something triggered past emotional issues surrounding love. It's like you didn't feel loved. Maybe you didn't get enough affection or attention, or you feel like you weren't loved when you were growing up, and something triggers it at this point. It could even be February and Valentine's Day, and you're thinking about the love you don't have, or the love that you feel like you've lost, or the love you wish you had when you were a child. Someone may be missing their child from the past, and you don't feel so well right now. You want to kind of get out of this slump, just get away from it. Get away from this feeling, move on. Somebody doesn't feel like being nostalgic. You want to get out of this. You don't feel like, you know what, I've done this nostalgic thing before. I've thought about it. Issues with my childhood growing up. I don't want to keep carrying this energy around. Let me get myself together and get out of this. I'm not going to do that this month. I'm just not doing that this year, this time around. Somebody may have lost a child, and you want to mend your heart. You want to mend your heart. You want to, you may be going through something right now, and you want to mend your heart and move on. You don't want to stay in that. And you will heal, you will move on. Whatever you're lamenting on, or whatever is haunting you or giving you sleepless nights, you're going to get past it. And like I was saying here, somebody may want to go see a therapist. Talk to someone, turn to someone that can help you with this. Okay? You definitely deserve that, Taurus. You don't want to just move on away from a situation and not deal with it. Okay? Whatever this is with the child and the past and the love, yeah, you don't want to just move away from it and sweep it under the rug. You want to deal with it. Deal with the pain. Get some help for it. Get some therapy, That's what needs to be done. And you can do it. You can do this, Taurus. You got this. You can do it. Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more about the Six of Swords? Don't stay in this, but definitely get some help, get some therapy. Talk to someone who can understand you and help you heal with this. Spirit, tell us more about the Six of Swords, please. Pardon me. Pride, Lion. Give me one more for the Six of Swords. being prideful. You're being protective, prideful. Prideful about business, prideful about your company. If you own a company, prideful about your job. You wanting a position where you can feel proud to be there, proud to represent, proud to be who you are, proud to say that you have this or you own this. I like it. Give me one more for the Six of Swords. Yeah, you want to feel good about it. You want to gather strength, get yourself together, move on to something that better suits you. Yes, I get it. I get this. Make moves in a career that's more fulfilling, that helps you and can help others. Feel good about what you do. Proud, And partnership. For quite a few of you, this is like a partnership practice that you're thinking about doing, like maybe opening some sort of practice or having a partnership with maybe counseling or something, consulting, counseling, where you're helping people to grow, helping people to develop themselves, self improvement, helping people to develop themselves professionally and personally, like personal growth, development, personal professional growth, partnering up with someone, moving toward this person. Maybe this person is the person that you're thinking about partnering up with, if that's something you want to do in terms of partnership. Like I said, somebody may be going for a new position, wanting a new position, and you want to seal the deal. Seal the deal with something that makes you happier, something that makes you feel better about yourself. You want to be proud of what you do. You don't want to just get a check and make money, but you want to be proud of it. Something fulfilling. I like it. Yes, you go, Taurus. Eight of Pentacles, and you don't mind putting in work to get what you want, to get where you're going. You're willing to work hard for it, and you want to move on, and you want to make money. Focus. You want to get out of this situation so you can focus on doing what you like doing, and that's working. Okay, making money, working. Ten of Wands. Somebody's ending stress. Someone's ending heavy burden. This is at the bottom. This is an underlying energy. You've been stressed out. You've been going through some things, but the end is here. You're getting justice and a chance to get something that you want, something that you want to accomplish. You've gone through a lot already, and you deserve this in a relationship or in some sort of partnership. Eight of Swords. Okay. This is like mental anguish, feeling like you're stuck in a situation, feeling like you can't get out of it, feeling like your hands are bound, tied down, doing some work that you really, really don't want to do. You just don't want to do something like this that requires a lot of analysis and headspace. It's like you want to do something. You want a career, you want a profession that deals more with the heart emotions, helping people develop, or at least something that you can get, emotional gratification from. Somebody is like a lawyer, doing something with a lot of paperwork, analyzing, researching, maybe even, it's just like a lot of analysis here. And I feel like you want to break away from that, like an analytical position, really, where you're analyzing a lot all of the time, doing paperwork, analyzing, maybe even grading papers, doing something with a lot of paperwork. And you don't want to do that. You want something more fulfilling. Not only that, you don't want to be an employee, you want to be an employer, you want to be a boss, you want to head it, or at least have some sort of partnership where there's, you and another boss is maybe like on the same level or something. Okay, I like it. Okay, way to go, Taurus. You go, Taurus.